brushes. So many brushes, it can be so overwhelming to know which brush to choose and what makes them different. I thought right now with Seint's promo going, which is a brush blitz, I would take a minute to kind of break down my favorite brushes and why I use them and what they're good for. First thing I want to start off by telling you is when it comes to cream foundation, brushes do matter. Depending on your brush, that is what's going to give you either a full coverage application or a medium coverage or a light coverage. Any brush that's more fluffy and less dense is going to give you a lighter coverage application, but will make it easier to blend. The denser the brush and the bristles, also the more flat they are, the more full coverage application you are getting. Also, it's going to be a little harder to blend with these brushes. You have different shapes, helps give you different applications as well. Going through these brushes, I have the hardest time narrowing it down because they each really do. I love them all for various different things. If you just want one brush that's universal, the 3D brush is that. Dense dome end, which is great for blending, but then you do have this end here that just, you can go in and kind of do a little bit more detailing. It's pointed. You're gonna get an all-around universal application with this brush. This is a brush I use every single day for multiple reasons. Blush and bronzing brush. Two dome ends, one that's a little more dense, one that's a little less dense. I love this one for just applying and blending. You can apply everything with it. This dome end is the dream for blending. It'll blend anything. This end up here, obviously less dense. This is gonna be great for a lighter application of blending. Like a light blush application, this is your gal right here. And you can also use this for setting powder. Dust it into your setting powder, press that onto the skin. Next, the detail brush. This brush is the GOAT for contouring. If you like a nice chiseled contour, this is the one you'll want to use. It fits just perfect in those cheekbones and just hugs them nice and tight to give you a good contour. I also love the harsh end here. You can go in and do a good contour on your nose as well. It also has on this side light, more precise applicator. I actually love this size of applicator for a lot of things. Go in with like a brighter highlight color and just press it in, a little bit more detailing, a little bit more precise work in smaller areas while still getting excellent coverage. Also, if you wanted to just do a quick eyeshadow look, throw on one color, this end here, glorious for. Next up, we have this one. This one is so dense, but let me tell you, it has the two ends. One's a little bigger, one's a little small. If you like a really smooth but full coverage application, this is the one. You can go in and get a really beautiful application with full coverage, seamless, soft blend, be more precise. It's gonna help you kind of carve out those lines a little bit more because it is a little bit more dense. Going for a little bit more precision application. Do you see how much product that just put on? It is gonna grab a lot of product when you use it. You do just have to be a little bit more light-handed with the application. Otherwise, you can end up with a lot more makeup than you're wanting. It does give a finish unlike any of the other brushes. Such a great brush and is very underrated. Next up, we have the new brush. It's the point brush. Love this brush for so many things. I use it to line my lips every single day. It has such an awesome precision point tip to it. Love that both ends are the exact same. I use a lighter color on one end and a darker color on the other end, so you don't have to like constantly be cleaning your brush. It's genius. Lighter end, I can go in and do more detail work with coverage. If you have any blemishes or things you want to cover up with that lighter color, then I also use the darker color to go in and do eyeliner with. I use this every day and I love this brush so much. The smudge brush. This one you see me use all the time. Get a dab, go in and do this kind of makeup application, and then follow up and blend with your blending brush. This brush makes for a really good eyeshadow brush too. It is more dense, a little bit more precise. Go in and do like a smudging situation. You can use it under the eye. You can go in and contour with this guy. This brush is very universal for working in smaller areas of the face. So versatile. Talking about eyeshadow brushes, I want to show you the difference in these two. This is the Eyeshadow Everything brush. Smaller end, less dense. So this is a smaller end, more dense, meaning there's far more bristles in here than on this one. So again, you can really pack in color if you want more precision application and pack in color, but if you want more blending, then this Eyeshadow Everything brush is gonna give you more of a blend, not so much precision. The Eyeshadow Everything brush is like the brush that I use to do my eyeshadow every single day. I love the smaller end to go in and do anything like under the eye area, maybe do a little bit more detailing if you wanna do some outer corner and through the creases, but then you've got your other end here that you can go in and just blend everything to make it more seamless. If you're just using one brush for your eyeshadow, use your gal. Granted, there is a few more brushes from Seint that I'm not showing you. They're my favorites. These are the ones that I use every day. Next up is the powder brush. You press it into your setting powder and then you go in and press your powder into your skin and into your makeup for a really flawless makeup application. Pressing it in sets seamlessly. Something else I do want to tell you about why we're talking about brushes, cleaning them. These are my brushes. Let me show you the difference in these two brushes. One of them is new, one of them is not new. This is a new detail brush. This is an older one. Look at the difference in the bristles because I use this one. They're beautiful and white. Let me go show you how clean we can get this one with using the Seint brush cleaner. Love, love, love the Seint brush cleaner, hands down. Favorite brush cleaner and easiest one I've ever used. What it looks like. This is the brush cleaner. You open it up and it has a little scrubbing pad and then you have the soap. So here's our clean one. Here's our dirty. The water on it and I get the brush wet. Get a little bit of soap on here. Swirl it around like so. And then I turn this on. And as I'm swirling it, I just keep rinsing it. And then I'll do it again. Get a little more soap. Scrub. It seriously is so easy and gets them so clean so quick. I just let them dry overnight. Brand new again. Look at that. Can't even tell which is which. So clean. Easiest cleaner and works better than anything I've tried. So if you need a brush cleaner, Seint's is good.